Much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button in the bottom right of the video. I will really appreciate it. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about, can you drive your car after you injure your knee ACL? Yes, your Anterior Cruciate Ligaments is a pair of ligaments that hold your knee from moving around. What happened 6 weeks ago, I decided to go to a karate tournament. Basically, I did the form competition and I did the kumite fight competition. I mean, my wife told me, look, you are 41. I think you shouldn't be fighting anymore. But I decided, you know what, I'm gonna fight again, you know. I miss it. I've been doing martial arts since I was 12. I did like full contact Goju-ryu karate. And then I did some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo. Now I did like another form of karate. So you know what, I really miss that. You know, I'm gonna compete again. I've been competing since I was little. So fear is not the problem. The problem is my body was giving up on me since I'm 41 now. So I did a high kick during the fight and I landed on my right leg, and suddenly the whole world like felt like out of balance. You know, right, what I'm talking about? If you injure your ACL, look, especially when you play soccer, suddenly you're running around, pivoting here and there, and suddenly you just lose your balance. I mean, after I kicked, I landed, I lost my balance completely. I fell on the mat and the referee had to stop the fight. So I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? This is my first time. Well, and then I fell on the mat and the referee asked me, hey, would you like to continue the fight? I said, you know what, let me try to stand first. So I tried to stand up and I fell back on the mat and I look at my knee. It was swollen. So basically, can you drive if you injure your ACL? Not the first day. What happened was the pain is unbearable. Yes, your first day that you tear your ACL, you won't be able to drive because your knee will be swollen. It will swell. It looked like a balloon. Like I was like, oh my goodness, what happened to my knee? So and then my teacher looked at it and told me, Jeffrey, I think you tore your ACL, you know. It looked really swollen. So I said, what do I do? Is it your first time? Of course, I don't know what to do. So he grabbed like 2 ice and put it on my knee, and the ice actually helped. The first day that I tore my ACL, so yeah, that first day I couldn't drive at all. So can you really drive the first day that you tear your ACL? No, you cannot. You have to have somebody drive you to a doctor. So my friend who happened to be there that day to watch my competition, he drove me to urgent care, patient first. So yep, and the doctor looked at it. Okay, I think you really tore your ACL. And then, you know, they did an x-ray to make sure I didn't fracture anything. You know, they want to know if the meniscus is okay and all that stuff. Okay, fine. And she gave me a straight cast. And I asked the doctor, can I drive? Do you think you can drive with a straight leg? No. So, okay, you cannot drive on your first day. Yes, but once the swelling start to subside, around 3 to 4 days, you should feel better. Usually the doctor will give you a steroid or anti-inflammatory. The doctor gave me like steroid, you know, and then some naproxen, anti-inflammatory. Actually, that one, she told me, look, once the, what do you call it, the steroid capsule is finished, I have to take the naproxen, you know. Anyway, you cannot take both of them at the same time. So, okay, fine. Basically, after 3 days, I was able to drive again. But this is the problem. I couldn't walk. Because what happened, I couldn't walk without the straight brace. So what I did, I removed the straight brace. I'm driving my VW Tiguan. I have an SUV, which is really nice. It's very spacious. If you have a small car, it'll be hard. Like I tried to drive my wife's VW Beetle. It's really hard to get in and out with the straight brace. But with the Tiguan, I can remove it first. You know, I just open the door, right? And then I remove it. Then I was able to press the gas and the brake at the same time. I have an automatic VW Tiguan, which is really nice. So yes, after 3 days, yes, you can drive. I injured my what do you call it, my right knee ACL. So it is harder, it's painful, but it is manageable, so you can drive. But the first week you still have to keep that straight brace to walk if you want to go to work, from the parking lot to your work. So anyway, after the second week, basically you can remove the cast, the straight cast. If you watch my other video, you'll see it. It's like a long cast that keep your leg straight and that prevent your knee from moving around. You can downgrade it to knee sleeves or a knee brace that is smaller, but still it's painful the second week, but you can drive and you can walk better the second week, because what happened is the swelling will be a lot less. And the third week, the pain basically is gone, because now you're on naproxen, like anti-inflammatory. So that one, you take it on as needed basis. If when you're really in pain, I mean, the doctor told me, do not take the naproxen all the time if you don't need it, if you're not in pain, because your body starts to get addicted to it. Plus naproxen is really bad for you. It'll increase the risk of heart attack. So my doctor told me, look, only take the naproxen if you really think that you need it. If you think that you're in a lot of pain, take it. If not, please don't take it. Because I just took the steroid for the whole 2 weeks. Yes, actually no, it was 7 days. Basically I have to take it for 7 days and then I have to stop completely, right? Yeah, it was interesting. So can you drive after you injure your ACL? No, on your first day. And I think the second and third days, no. Basically you have to call your workplace and tell them, look, I injured myself and I cannot go to work because it's so painful, and the swelling on your knee will be so big. It's really painful to move around. What you need to do when you tear your ACL is rest. So yeah, the fourth day, yes, sure, why not? You can use the straight cast. You can actually drive, you can remove it, put it on the passenger side of your car, and then put it back on when you need to walk from the parking lot to your workplace. So yes, you can, but it is so painful. Yes, it is painful. Just a warning. The second week, the pain, is starting to subside. So you can actually, use a smaller brace. So you can actually walk around, drive around. And what makes it harder is if you drive a stick shift. Stick shift is a lot harder to drive. I'm so glad I don't have my Corvette C6 anymore. I used to when I injured my leg, I used to be so scared when I drove the Corvette, but now I have a VW Tiguan automatic, no problem. And the biggest problem that my doctor told me was I injured the right knee. You use your right knee to drive an automatic car, so it's gonna take me 6 weeks after I have my surgery. Yes, this is gonna be an interesting one. So if you injure your left knee ACL, it's a different story. I think after 3 weeks you'll be able to drive again, because it's your left knee. So but on the right knee it's a little bit tricky, because if you're driving an automatic car, you need to use the right legs to put the gas and brake at the same time, and the doctor wants to make sure you have the strength to press the brake to stop the car during emergency situation, because you will lose the strength to push the gas and the brake. It'll be so painful. I'm just warning you guys. If you injure your ACL, you have injured. You know what happened, right? It is so painful. The first week, it's better just for you to rest. Can you drive? Yeah, sure, but it is painful to drive, and it's really difficult to walk. And the second week, it's gonna start getting better. And the third week, the pain, you're fine. You can actually live without the ACL and drive around. The problem is you will still have the imbalance, because you no longer have the pair of the ligaments that stabilize your knee. So anyway, and the fourth week it'll be fine. But my doctor now recommend me to take the surgery, which is coming up on July 12th. So I'm gonna have ACL reconstruction. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna create another video to explain to you what's gonna happen after the surgery. Can I drive or not? I want to time it from the surgery to when I'm gonna be able to drive again. So right now I haven't had my surgery yet, so knock on wood, right? I hope everything's gonna go well. So anyway, love you guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you injure your ACL, I hope you guys are gonna get better soon. And right now I'm just waiting for my surgery. Basically, if after you call your doctor that you're ready, and to tell him that you're ready for the surgery, he look at your knee to see if the swelling is totally gone, then he can perform the surgery. So yeah, basically my knee is ready for the ACL reconstruction surgery. So I'll keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen after the surgery. But right now I can actually drive, but to walk is very difficult because your knee start to become very wobbly. It's really hard to walk, and I can't walk very long or very far because yeah, it is hard when you tear your ACL. You will lose so much strength in your knee that you injured. Anyway, love you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please take your time to subscribe to my video, and thank you again for watching my video. Love you guys, bye.